This is Hiring on All Cylinders. Live from HR Tech. We are still cooking here at Hiring on All Cylinders. It is day 3 at HR Tech. We are coming at you live from our little booth next to Starbucks. Having a fantastic show. Another classic installment coming your way. I'm especially excited. We have Craig Fisher joining us. Craig is the head of employer branding at CA Technologies. Thanks so much for being here, Craig.
How you doing?
Really well. We've been cranking through these episodes. We've had like 30-something. We're kind of winding down now, so I get to relax a little bit and get to know you, which is exciting for me.
Sounds like a long day.
Has been a few long days, but luckily Jennifer Benz, our new best friend, swung by with a nice little bit of single malt whiskey to help us power through the last few sessions.
Jen Benz, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely. So you had this session actually at 4 o'clock today. You're probably headed right there after this, correct?
That's right.
Referrals, talent acquisitions, best bet, or toughest challenge.
Right.
So what are you going to be talking about the session?
All right, so there's a few things. How do you develop a good referral program and at the same time try to control people gaming the system? There are platforms that can help you manage this. There's software that you can do it with. You can do it from scratch by yourself if you want to. But how do you create a rewards program that encourages accurate referrals and good referrals and not just, hey, I want the $5,000 or the $3,000?
So when you say people game the system, does that mean they just kind of throw anyone they know at it in hopes that one of them sticks?
That's right. So there are serial referrers in every company. There are a lot of companies that have moved away from the incentive model that is just purely monetary. Toyota, for instance, has a really cool new program where they have a car that they'll give away to the best referral user.
Right.
And it's like a once a year or once a quarter thing. And what a great thing that is. So park a really cool car in your lobby, right?
Yep.
And there's your incentive program right there.
Exactly.
Winner gets it.
So in the case of these serial referrers, how can companies go about making sure that they weed that out? Because it seems like not only would it be, it's not the spirit of the referral, but that creates a lot of work for the team. And if they aren't actually good fit candidates, it's not the best use of their time, perhaps.
Right. So a lot of the software that helps you discover referrals is also pretty good at making sure that the proper people are a match.
Okay.
So RollPoint, for instance, Teamable, these tools will literally comb through your network and find people who match existing jobs. All right, that makes it easy to refer people, but at the same time, you want to make sure those referrals are accurate.
Right.
Referrals are only good because those employees tend to be stickier, and it makes the referrer stickier as well because they feel like they have a bigger reason to stay, right?
Yeah.
I referred my friend to this company. They're here now. I want to make sure that they
like it and they do well. And yeah, exactly.
It, right, exactly.
So then referrals often compromise a huge amount of candidate pipelines. Can this be problematic to maybe some other diversity hiring goals? Is there a cap for what percentage of hires ought to come from referrals?
Right. So in most organizations, a pretty large percentage of hires come from referrals. As high as 60%.
Right.
Right. And we want to keep encouraging that. Now, there are certain tools, Teamable, for instance, will literally do facial recognition and can help find diversity candidates in your own network.
Okay.
So you want to look for more females? That's doable. And it doesn't even have to pull from candidate information on social networks. It just does purely facial recognition. So there are some really interesting other tools, Entelo, for existence, that will help you stack rank which of those people are more likely to actually want to make a move.
Right.
Right. So Entelo is really cool at taking candidate characteristics and literally saying, all right, the social data says that this person is getting ready to make a move. And it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the plug.
Yeah.
I was doing a little research on you before you came, and I stumbled upon the Employee Advocacy Program that you enacted at CA Technologies. Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, absolutely. So most companies have some form of news distribution platform. Right. And it basically gives employees access to articles and news about the company that they can share out through their social networks. What these platforms aren't really very good at most of the time is sharing other things, helpful information that's not by or about the company with their networks to help grow those employees' thought leadership within their networks. It also isn't very good about helping with candidate experience. So I implemented another platform that was more recruitment centric, that helps candidates or helps our employees share things with their networks that literally build their network while they're helping to build the brand. So it's a 5-to-1 give to ask content ratio that I use. We enabled this on a platform called Q Social.
Okay.
And it's not, hey, look at our job, hey, check out our white paper, hey, check out our blog post. It's more, hey, here's an interesting article about how you can improve your LinkedIn profile. Here's a great way to do your job better. Here's a cool picture of me and my coworkers doing some charity work. Here's a funny article about hilarious things children do, right? So it's give, and then, oh, by the way, we're hiring.
Okay.
Right? It's every once in a while, the one ask is actually acted upon better because you've done all this giving in the meantime, and your network grows to trust you more.
So it's almost like a social network for your employees, and then in the interest of getting them engaged with their coworkers, and then occasionally it's like a vehicle for like, by the way, like, wouldn't you want to loop someone else into this community? That's
exactly right. And when job candidates go to check out a company now, they don't just check out your website and your careers page and the job description. They literally go to look at the people doing that job currently. They look at who the manager might be, who they're going to be working with. And if they see a lot of engaged employees sharing some really interesting content, right, some of it might be the same, but you can choose through this Q Social platform when to post the articles that we push to you through your mobile device and which networks to share it on. And it's really fast. As long as it took me to describe it just there is how long it takes to do.
I love it.
Right? And so now job candidates go check out your employees and they see a lot of really engaged people sharing really interesting content that's not just about the company, but every once in a while, #LifeAtCA, by the way, we're hiring.
Right, plug.
We got a great culture, exactly right.
Cool. So what have been like the results of it?
So the results have been amazing. We saw a massive increase, like 1,000% increase in our reach almost overnight. And what that means is, so you can share things through your owned careers channels, right? So our CA Careers Twitter channel, Facebook channel, et cetera. And it gets some traction. But when your employees start sharing it, and we have 80 people on this platform that include recruiters, HR business partners, and hiring managers, and some other influential people in the company. When those people start sharing things, and sometimes we send them what is in effect a retweet, right? All of a sudden, a lot more people are checking it out, opening it, liking and sharing, and your reach just goes through the roof. It's amazing.
I love it. I guess we should probably talk at some point a little bit about HR tech. If you see any of these mascots walking around the show floor, it's a little absurd, right?
I'm a big fan of the mascots. So my podcast partner on the Cool Tools show, Lars Schmidt, and Matt Charney, and I have a game where we literally walk the showroom floors and the expo halls looking for mascots to take pictures with, and we try to one-up each other on a regular basis. Generally, the furrier the mascot, the better.
Who's winning this year?
I think so far I'm winning because I have a picture with a real spaceman.
That's pretty awesome.
It is pretty cool.
Well, yeah, Matt Charney was on earlier, so we'll be sure to send him some Twitter love, and we'll let him know that he needs to catch up in the mascot chasing game.
Yeah.
Craig, this has been excellent. Thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with me.
Nice talking to you. Thanks.